Recently at Rebel Scum Con, Ahmed talks about his latest interaction with George Lucas on his 80th birthday, where George explains how most people get the concept of the balance of the Force wrong. And what George says is really eye-opening. Take a listen for yourself.
But the biggest thing we talked about was the Force. George was just like, now everybody gets this Force thing wrong. Everyone thinks that the balance, this is from him, not from me. Everybody thinks that the balance is the light side and the dark side. That's not the case. The light side is balanced. The dark side is out of balance. The dark side is easy, it's accessible, it's corruption, it's the easy way out, it's the not practicing, right? Yin and yang is white and black, right? Hot and cold. You don't judge your stove evil and your refrigerator good because one is hot and one is cold, right? You need both in order to make good food. You need both in order to eat. So when you're talking about the Force, and you're talking about being in balance with the Force, it's not the dark side versus the light side. It's the light side as balance, and the dark side as being the place you don't want to go because it's too easy. You talk about the Jedis, like everybody's like, why don't the Jedis use Sith fire? They choose not to because it's too easy. So when we think about this, and George's last thing that he said, he was like, what I want everybody to know is when you're talking about the Force, you're talking about this unseen feeling, this unseen thing that ties us all together, which is love. And his whole thing was like, he wants everybody to know that God is love. And it doesn't need a name, right? That's why he called it a force, right? And that was probably the best thing that I got from him after all of these 25 years. And then I told him, I said to him, I always considered myself George's student because he was pretty much my first kind of, don't tell my father this, my father's a filmmaker, but he was really my film school. I was there every day, even on my days off, which is why Anthony Daniels got me to do a part for free, right? So I learned just by watching him, and I don't know how long George is gonna be here for, he's 80, he's getting up there, but I was like, I'm gonna say this to you right now. I'll probably see you again in like a year, but I'm saying it to you now. I always consider myself your student, and I promise you, I will show you that I'm your best student.
Dang, everybody got a tissue.
And so after 25 years, it's really good to see that Star Wars and these movies have given us not only like the entertainment, but the ability to dream, to imagine, and to remember that this Force that we all share is love.
This was refreshing to hear, honestly, because this topic has always been kind of a murky one for a lot of people, myself included. And I think it's a timely message considering everything that the fandom has experienced in the past couple of months. I think the moral of the story is that you're supposed to choose the light and do good and love your neighbor instead of hating people. Please share your thoughts down below in the comments, and if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more Star Wars content like this, and may the Force be with you.